This switch is bad, I think. You can check out our other video where we did a resistor pack, and we also checked fuses and relays and nothing's working, and we just aren't getting anything from the fan. So we think the switch is bad. The problem is this panel is kind of hard to remove. It's got a cable on this switch, a cable on this switch, an electrical connector on this switch, and then this also has to be kind of finagled as well. But what we're going to do here is remove the glove box. Glove box door on this model is real easy to remove. You just have these little clips on the side, and you push them, and then it pops out. There's that side, and then you come over to this side, and you push them, and then, all right, we got that off, and perfect. That's what we wanted. I'm gonna use two hands and pull this out of the way. And then after that's removed, you come in, you've got this blue cable on the passenger side, and that connects again to the temperature control. They are fragile, so you have to worry about making sure you don't break those when you pull them off. And then that other cable on this switch is gonna be right up under here. If you can just squeeze in here with me. You got this white cable that goes there. Again, so we're gonna disconnect from that side and then pull them out of their little clips right here. Can you see what I'm talking about? Get your eyes a little closer. And then it snakes up through there, and then we can pull the panel off with some trim pullers or maybe some flathead screwdrivers and razor blades, and we'll figure it out. This side I just grabbed here and here and pulled it off, and it pulled it right off of that. You can see it moves with the temperature. Pretty cool, huh? And you come in here and you've got three little pry spots on the bottom of this panel. It's best if you have a trim puller, but if you don't have a trim puller, you can use a flathead screwdriver. You're just gonna mar it a little bit. But you're gonna pry those out and then come to the top and get like a razor blade or something in here to kind of pull it out. And there's little clips along the sides. So we're gonna pop that out, pop this out, get the clips along the sides by just pulling, disconnect the hazard switch, and then reach in and get the connector for this, and it all should just slide out. When I used the screwdriver along the bottom here and popped it all out, it just kind of all came out. So we'll carry on. So you go to replace this, it's a 1-unit deal, and you've got a couple of clips up top there, and then if you get your eyes right back in the back there, you got a screw here, and then there's one on the other side. I don't know if you can see that right there. But in order to diagnose this, my thought is disconnect this connector here. I should be able to maybe run a jumper wire to turn the fan on to know whether or not the blower motor is going. Pop the guy out and then just, well, I don't think it should look like that. I also don't know what terminals are to what. So I'm gonna have to look up a wiring diagram or just start jumping stuff. We got the multimeter set to DC on 20 volts. I'm going to probe this side of it, see what that gives me. I got the key on run, it gives me 11.73, and if I switch and put the black on the other side and the red on the other side, then you see I have negative 11.72, which tells me that my leads are crossed. Not a big deal on a DC system, but that tells you which one's positive and which one's negative. So if you're tracing a wiring diagram, I now know that the circuit starts and ends here with a positive here and the negative here, and these other four positions should be fan speed, which makes sense because it's got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the fan itself. Now I'm going to jumper this and see if we can turn the fan on manually without the switch. I'm just using a paper clip here, and connecting just the power, you can hear the fan wanting to turn on with the relay. Listen. So that's a good sign. And now I've got it jumpered and to the fan switch, and you can feel it, you can hear it, it's on. So the whole problem here is the fan switch. So we're gonna truck along here. I disconnected this electrical connector from the hazard switch, and it helps if you get a screwdriver to press down on that as you pull it back. Disconnected this other switch here for the AC knob, that knob, and then these cables can get bound up, but otherwise they should just come out. Oh, see, yeah, I got bound up there. Got bound up there. And now we can get to our little screws easier. Oh, I guess there's 4. I lied to you before. 4 screws, and then these 2 clips here. After you get those 4 screws out, you just get a flathead in to disconnect those, and the whole thing comes out. You have to replace this whole assembly, but I think you can reuse the cables on the new switch. I actually think you might have to. To pull those out, you're going to go to these little connectors and just slide them out from the side that you're seeing here, and then pull the cable out of that clip, and set them aside. Remember, white goes to the driver's side, blue to the passenger side. All right, I got this one out. I had it a little backwards. This clip pops out and then allows you to finagle this. So this side slides in there and then clips in. Pop it out. Harder with one hand. You should use two when you do it. Come on now. There we go. And this will slide within the housing here. So if you go all the way bottomed out, you're not going to be able to get it in. Or scoot your hand to the other side and give yourself some more room. I just thought of another way to think about this. The blue goes to black, the white goes to white. Does that help? Toasty. Shouldn't look like that. And, you know, installation's the reverse of removal. So what else do you need to know? That's it. And so to pull those out, you're going to go into